Hey there, my name is Matt Short. I'm the visual director for Root Source Digital, and I've created this tutorial video to teach you 5 simple steps that you can take to improve your video calls. And we've all been there. It's video calls. They always freeze, they're always glitchy or something like that. And if your face has got to be on that screen and the person on the other end has got to be looking at it for minutes on end, it may as well not be this dark, ominous looking creature or a ghostly white, distorted apparition of yourself. You may as well look nice and you may as well sound nice. So I hope these tips help you look more professional in front of your customers and your clients. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Tip number 1 is use QuickTime or some other application that's on your computer to set up your shot before you jump onto your video chat application. This is extremely helpful. QuickTime, you can just start a new movie recording by going File, New Movie Recording, and that'll turn on your web camera, it'll turn on the microphone, you can get all that stuff figured out so you know that your microphone is working, you know that your camera is working, you can set up what your background looks like. And obviously most people are very aware of that, what's in behind them, whether it's pictures or other items. For this video example, I just set up in my bedroom. So I had to actually go ahead and I had to clean up the backdrop a little bit. I had clutter over my shoulder. It was super dark. I had a window behind me. So there was a lot of things I had to start to adjust just to prepare for this video. So tip number 2 is composition. Take into consideration that you don't want to be too far away from the camera showing like everything. You want to be up close to the camera, but yet not filling the whole thing. You want about pretty much the bottom of the frame to be right around your chest, and you want the top of the frame, your head, to almost be touching it, if not touching it. You don't want it cropping off the top of your head, and you don't want a whole bunch of space above your head. It just makes you fill the frame and feel very present for your viewer. And also, just a side tip here, always act as if your camera's on, even if you think it's not. Heard plenty of horror stories of people forgetting that their camera was on and they're picking their nose or digging out a wedgie or doing something silly that they are clearly embarrassed of after the fact. So when you're on the video chat, when you have the application open, act as if that thing is on the entire time. Tip number 3 is use lamps both in front of you as well as behind you in your shot to help the camera expose properly. You can do this by just taking standard household lamps and moving it to right next to your computer, or maybe it's in the shot behind you. This can be extremely helpful because if your background's too dark and your only thing that's lighting your face is your screen, your face is actually going to be quite white. So it's really helpful to actually have some extra light in the background. Not too much. You don't want the whole window behind you because that's gonna blow you out. You're gonna be a silhouette and the person's not gonna be able to see you. But if you can find that fine balance, that dance between there where your face is nicely exposed and it's not got white highlights on it, that is what's gonna look best. Tip number 4 for you guys is get your microphone as close to your mouth as possible. Now, if you're just using your computer's internal microphone and speakers, that's not possible. Just get your composition right and try and use that to the best of your ability. What I like to use though is like a Bluetooth headset where I'll throw that on, and that's got both the headphones as well as the microphone built in, which is really helpful, especially when I need to isolate other noises that are going on around me. But sometimes that's not gonna look right. So you gotta use like a Bluetooth speaker. It can be really handy, especially if it comes with a microphone, as well as has that noise canceling capability where it's not gonna create a bunch of echo. All right, tip number 5 for you guys is declutter your desktop. With a lot of these applications, you actually have the ability to share your screen with your person you're calling. And it's really important that whenever they start seeing your screen, it's not confusing or distracting. So what I like to do is I usually put up either my website, or I'll put up the person that I'm calling. If it's a client, I'll put their website up as the backdrop. And if that doesn't work for you, find a nice photo or something like that and slap that up behind there for wherever you're navigating and whatever you're showing that person. There you go, guys. There's 5 tips to help you become more professional in your video calls. I hope those are helpful. And if I missed anything or if you have any suggestions, please feel free to drop us a comment down below. Thanks for watching.